Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a Wednesday Addams makeup look. I was obsessed with the show and Jenna Ortega kind of killed it. Also the little dance thing, obsessed. I don't know how to do it, but actually amazing, and her look was everything. So I'm gonna make this makeup tutorial for those who were really inspired by her and want to use this look as a wearable everyday type of look. Everybody's doing braids right now, simple makeup. This is the makeup of our times right now. Just make it a little bit more goth. I did my research and I found the exact makeup that she used to create her look. So I have it in this video. I'm gonna share it with you guys. Before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the Dom fam. And without further ado, let's get into this Wednesday Addams makeup look. I have literally no brows, so if you want to watch me do a brow transformation, a brow surgery, keep watching this part. I'm gonna be taking the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4.5. I also use shade 4, so I have this one. It has the spoolie. I'm gonna go ahead and start to fill in my brows. This portion of the video is sponsored by Benefit, so thank you guys. So I'm gonna start by putting brow hair markers right there. That's kind of like where I want to start my nose contour too. So I'm just gonna mark it there, and it's gonna look crazy at first, but I'm gonna blend it in and it's gonna look like natural brows. Trust the process. She's coming together. And all the spaces that you see, I'm gonna fill in with shade 4. I like using 2 different shades in my brows because it makes it seem more natural when I'm using like 2 different tones and then blending them together. So now that my brows are filled in, I'm gonna go in with the Foolproof Brow Powder. This is in the shade 3, and I'm just gonna pick up this shade back here and literally do exactly what the shape says. I'm just gonna fill in the back with this color. And this is gonna add a little bit more fullness, keep it in place because it's a powder. One thing I really like about the Benefit brow products is that they last so long throughout the day. As you guys can see, I have no brows, so that's super, super important for me, for a brow product to just make sure it lasts. Now we have brows. Let's go into the face makeup. Okay, now we're gonna prep our skin for the Wednesday Addams type of face, but I wanna do something that's very, very realistic, wearable, so you don't have to paint your face white. I just want healthy, nice looking, alive skin. But I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make it more Wednesday Addams kind of theme. I'm using the Blur in Moisture Serum Primer. I mean, I have really dry skin, so doing like a matte skin type of makeup isn't my favorite, to be honest. I mean, Wednesday Addams can have like an alive type of look, you know what I mean? She's not dead, I don't think. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but she looks pretty alive to me. She just has like a gothic vibe about her. But I just want my skin to be hydrated and prepped for makeup, so this is my favorite thing to do for that. I'm gonna go straight into undersculpting. So for that, I'm gonna take the Cream Contour Kit from Anastasia. This is the light shade. I just put some hyaluronic acid little drops, these little capsules. I put a little bit inside so that it can make it a little bit more creamier. She has a very hollowed out type of face. We're gonna go straight down like that. We're gonna blend it out, so don't worry about it. I'm just gonna contour my nose how I would normally contour my nose, and then just bring it through the brow. You don't have to contour your nose if you really don't care to. It's not a big deal for the look. It's just my personal way of doing my makeup. I like to contour a little bit, and then I'm gonna add a little bit here to lift the eyes and a little bit under here. So now the fun part is just blending it in, really. Okay, I'm gonna stamp in the nose contour with this little brush. It's from Nude Sticks. It's the Blend and Buff brush. And then we're going to go ahead and just pat everything in on here. I have not filmed in my studio in my office in such a long time, and I am loving it so much because this studio is set up to film makeup tutorials, and the lighting is amazing, the camera quality is amazing, I have space in front of me. I have like a ton of space. I could put all the makeup there. The videos that you normally see from me are me in my living room. You can literally see like my entire living room. So I am currently working on getting a studio set up in my house, just because I kind of like it a little bit better that way. And all my makeup is at my office, and it's just easier to keep up with all the new makeup that I get every week when it's like at my house rather than at my office. I cannot wait to set that up. I am talking to interior designers and trying to set everything up with them because they are going to actually make it look nice. I'm not the best at decorating. I feel like if I put my time into it, I could, you know, do a good job, but I just don't have time for that. That's what's going on there. That underneath foundation is gonna look flawless. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my foundation, and today I'm gonna use a little bit of a lighter one. So I'm using the Laura Mercier Vanilla. This guy, ooh, look at me with my, oh my God, it's been so long since I've had this type of quality. But we're going back to the old school times when we used to have good quality on YouTube for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this and also mix in a little bit of this Make Diffusion Dew foundation in shade 01. This is from the brand Make. I'm just gonna pop in a little bit of that and I'm just gonna blend it in with a brush. I like these because they're a lot lighter on the skin. I just honestly like using lighter foundations. I don't like heavy, thick foundations for like a wearable, everyday type of look. So if you're wanting to do this Wednesday Addams on a daily basis, I'm trying to make this video for you. This is not a Halloween type of Wednesday Addams look. This is more of a Wednesday Addams, but make it wearable, you know? For in every single day of your life, if you're in your Wednesday Addams era. I feel like after watching the show, I wanted to change my whole personality, my whole aesthetic to a Wednesday Addams, just like, you know? I don't know if it's just me. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that, but it was kind of like inspiring. It was like, ooh, I kind of want to try that type of vibe, you know? The show definitely inspired this video, and the look is kind of going crazy all over like shorts and TikTok. As you can see, I did not put on that much foundation and my skin looks really good and I don't need like a ton more, I feel like. I really like how these work together. Like they're so nice and lightweight, but it's also giving me this healthy kind of glowy skin that I like. So I really, really like that. Because I want this to be natural, I chose a deeper concealer. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you choose a shade that's a little bit darker, it looks more natural, more realistic. So that's why I chose a deeper shade. Not to try to make this look like a death makeup look, but just to make it look more natural. Like, is she wearing makeup? Or is she just naturally flawless? A very undetectable type of makeup that just looks normal. This is the shade Whipped Coffee from Dominique, and I really like it. So I'm using that under my eyes, right on my chin. Whatever I have left, I'll just put right in the middle, but not really trying to brighten anything too much. So that is that. There is no blush in this video, and it makes me feel kind of weird, but it's her look, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and now, before I set my under eyes, I'm gonna do my eyes, and I found the exact shades that they used on Jenna Ortega's eyes for the Wednesday Addams look. The only shade I don't have is the MAC Brown Script, actually in two. There was another MAC gunmetal type of color that I don't have, but I have another color that's very similar. So in place of Brown Script, I'm gonna take Toffee and mix a little bit of hazelnut because Brown Script has some warmth in there. So I'm gonna take those both and just kind of make my own type of Brown Script. And then she sweeps it all over the eyes. It's super easy. This look is very simple. I'm gonna take that underneath my eyes. It's important to use a red tone brown because that's what's gonna give you that Wednesday Addams type of eye. And you have to sweep it underneath the under eyes. And you don't even have to do it perfectly. It just could be messy. Just use a big fluffy brush and do the top of your lids. I like to extend my eyeshadow out. You can just keep it in the center. It's up to you. But I like more of a lifted eye, so I always kind of like go outwards like this. Okay, and then from here it says, so I'm reading Harper's Bazaar, and this is the exact makeup she used. So next she says she uses MAC Carbon under her eyes. So MAC Carbon is right here. It's just the black, honestly, but why not use the exact one she used? So I'm gonna use MAC Carbon, and I'm gonna sweep it underneath my eyes a little bit. If you look at her character, she doesn't look like she's wearing that much makeup. So you wanna be careful about how much you use if you are trying to make it more wearable. I mean, you can glam this up for nighttime too, but just keep sweeping it back and forth with like a flat brush. Like this is a Sigma E20 short shader brush. So I'm just gonna take that back and forth. It's really just to create a soft shadow underneath your eye, and that's pretty much all you're doing. It's very soft. Try not to go too heavy with it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do just a little bit out here in the corners with the same brush, with the MAC Carbon shadow, and just bring it out. So it starts at the pupil, and then you just go straight out to a little bit of a lift to the eye. And you're using a brush like this so you can basically smudge as you go, and it won't ever look like you're putting on too much because the brush itself really won't let you. And just kind of airy towards the end. If you want to drag it out with your fingers, you can. Just make sure it's really light. Perfect. So this is basically her look. The only thing that she adds in to the eyeshadow is a little bit of a gunmetal shade. And if you have this, she uses this shade MAC Glitch in the Matrix eyeshadow. It's like a single shadow. It's like a gunmetal color, like that. But instead of using that, I'm gonna use this shade right here. It has a little bit of purple in it. It's called Fathoms Deep. And I'm just gonna take that where she put it. And she just basically took that shade and smudged it into the lash line, like in general. So I'm gonna do it on both just because I don't know which line she did it on. It kind of gives it more of a smoky dimensional look just because of it has those like shimmers in it. I kind of like that she's adding this in. And I'm just gonna tap because I feel like it's getting a little too deep. That's cute, I like that. So that's all the eyeshadow she used. Very, very simple. She used the ILIA mascara, the Fullest Volumizing mascara. So I'm gonna take this guy and just load up my lashes. And I don't think she used any type of lash, but I need a lash because I really like length and I have a lash that's perfect for that. If you guys are like anything like me and you feel like you need a lash, I'm gonna show you which one to use that's super natural. So I like smaller brushes for my lower lashes. So these are the lashes that I like to use for a more natural type of lash, but they're super long and wispy. From BIRDY Lashes. I get a lot of questions on them. These are the style Bear. Anytime that my lashes just look super long and natural, it's because I'm wearing these. I get a lot of questions every single time I post them on TikTok, so I'm constantly replying to that. BIRDY Lashes Bear, BIRDY Lashes Bear. These are just amazing. I'm gonna put these on and I'm gonna be right back. All right, so I'm back with the lashes. Do you see how they just look like an extension, like a lash extension? They're super wispy and nice. You need these lashes. I'm gonna set the face now because we don't wanna walk around with a creamy face and no base. Mercier setting powder. Honestly, you could use any brush. And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take a setting powder and just kind of go over with a big brush. This is a Morphe M527, but I'm just gonna go over and pat that in, basically just to set our face in place. So I'm gonna use the MAC Sculpt and Shape contour palette. I'm gonna take these two shades right here and just really hollow out where I contoured with the cream. And I'm gonna use a Smith 112 brush to accentuate the hollow of the cheek. And it should look natural, it shouldn't look like a stripe. So blend as much as possible and don't use a bronzer to do this. Really, if you want it to look like a true chiseled kind of face, you want to use a cool tone shade of contour. And then same with this side. I just did like a whole video on this, like a shorts on how to choose contour versus bronzer. If you are confused about that, go check it out. It's really, I feel like it's pretty helpful. Bronzer is gonna add warmth, like give you a sun-kissed look, but contour is gonna sculpt your face. But that's the Wednesday Addams face. It's very contoured, it's effortless. It looks like she didn't try that hard. For the lip, I have the exact lip that she used for the Wednesday Addams. So this is the MAC Night Moth lip liner, and it looks like this up close. She wanted it to be more of a soft goth lip, so she used a lip balm to kind of blend it in. So I'm gonna try to do her lips because her lips are so freaking cute, and they're basically a lot more pouty here and down here. She looks like a doll, basically. Kind of feather this out with my fingers so it's not too deep. Also, if you're overlining your lips, don't overline up out here. Make sure that's like your natural lip line. I'm gonna overline here because her top lip is so much more poutier. So I'm gonna do that and then kind of rub my finger around it so it looks a little bit more airy. And it's super soft, like the softest, naturalist type of gothy lip. And then I have a lip balm from Mercier. It's just a clear lip balm. I'm just gonna go over it. I'm gonna zoom out so you can see the full look, but this is the finished Wednesday Addams look. How easy was that? Like, it's so easy, very wearable. You could do this on a daily basis. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun doing like a character. I haven't done one of these in a long time and I had a lot of fun with it. Let me know if you guys are going to be recreating this look. in your natural everyday kind of space. Like I wanted to make this super wearable. So I hope that I accomplished that for you guys, and let me know if you're gonna be using it, if you're gonna be changing your whole personality and aesthetic to a Wednesday Addams, let me know. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. My face is right there in a circle. Make sure to click it. And I have 2 videos over to the side, so make sure to check them out if you haven't already. I love you guys so much. Thank you for spending time with me. And also, before I let you go, I just want to remind you to love yourself as you are. Nobody is perfect. Everybody's a beautiful mess. So just love that about yourself. Own it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.